What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the YouTube Barber Academy. If I'm being honest, one of the main reasons why I love the fast feed so much was because I wanted to use those double magnetic guards from Andis. They were one of my favorites to use. They were my favorite to work with for a long time. So with that being said, it was also one of the reasons why I used the Andis Masters, because I just loved working with that guard. However, there was nothing really great about working with the wall guards, even the wall premium guards. So with that being said, it looks like Gamma has done it again. And they've created a double magnetic that fits all your walls or fits any of the Gamma products, and it is just fantastic. And one of my biggest pet peeves about the previous set of magnetic guards that came out from Andis was their zero guard. It was just trash. The teeth were so far apart, and with this zero guard, they put a lot of thought behind it. They put a lot of thought into it. So let's check them out. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the YouTube Barber Academy. Mr. Eddie Barber, and today I'm here to talk to you guys about Gamma's latest release. It's called the DUBS. Now this, I believe it plugs one of the biggest holes in their arsenal, which was the blades, or the guards. Now, if you've noticed, every tutorial I've ever done with them, I was never really using those guards that came with it because I just preferred the wall guards better. However, all that is changing, and it's changing quick with the release of the DUBS. And the word on the street, the DUBS are gonna cost you about 2 DUBS, and that's gonna get you the whole set. But it's real hard to talk about magnetic guards without first mentioning the Andis double magnetic guards, which was probably one of my favorite guards to use of all time. However, after doing a little bit of research, I'm noticing that they're charging a pretty good amount of money for these. Just for the 4 through 8, they're charging around $28. It looks like it's $50 for the whole set, and that doesn't include the 0.5 and 1.5 guard, which they're charging about $17 for just those 2 guards. So when you actually weigh what Gamma's gonna sell them for versus what you're getting, again, Gamma's over-delivering and you're getting plenty of value. The double magnetic guards are designed to pretty much fit on any wall clipper or any of the Gamma clippers. So you got your Protege, you got your Absolute Alpha, and you got my personal favorite, the Ergo. The other thing that they put a lot of work into was making sure that even when you zero gap, it doesn't bang the guard. So even if you zero gap these pretty tight like I do, you're not gonna be banging into this guard. It's not gonna be making noise. Now, I mean, in all reality, I don't think you really need to go above a number 6, which it's kind of cool that that's what Gamma did. So the other guard that they really put a lot of work into is the 1 1/2 guard. Now, if we compare this to anything else that exists for wall, there is really no comparison. There's so many more teeth. This is so much more effective. Okay, Editor Eddie here. Another thing I forgot to mention is how many times have you guys used a 1 1/2 guard on the side of somebody's head and it leaves a bunch of lines in it? One of the reasons why it does that is because there's barely any teeth on it. So, I mean, so it all works just so seamlessly. You go from 0 to the 1, to the 1 1/2 to the 2, and you'll hit every length in between, and there is no problem. You're gonna have overlap when you're using your guards, when you're using your levers. Now, there's definitely something to be said about using that 1 1/2 guard in the way that it works with the 2. And the wall, I don't know if they were running out of plastic when they decided to make those or what was going on. Hey, Tim, can we get a couple more teeth on these guards? No! But it's got way less teeth, and it does a pretty bad job of actually lifting hair, but it does provide distance. So that's about the only thing you're getting out of that 3/16 guard. However, with this 3/16 guard, you're lifting this hair right up into position, and you're gonna be able to cut it with ease. Something I did wanna ask during the course of this video, what is the favorite guard that you guys have ever used? And what clipper are you guys currently using that guard on? So a long time ago, I did a video that I modified my double magnetic guards so that they would fit on a set of wall clippers. And it was kind of cool, but really I didn't do that great of a job. And it was sort of a novelty for a while. I used them for like maybe a month or so. And you know, I pretty much found that they were not that great. It just wasn't like it would be from the factory. So it's actually kind of a surprise that no one has bothered to do this by now. Like not even some third-party company that doesn't make clippers has thought, hey, you know what? Guards haven't had an update or a facelift in a long time, but they do now. So with that being said, Gamma's going to be selling this for around $40, and there'll be more details to follow. They should be up on the website shortly. And just a few people have had them right now. Just all of us people just been kind of testing them and refining them and trying to come up with the best possible product that we can for you. And you know, I gotta say, it feels good to be included on this process. It's awesome, and I'm really liking these new guards. And you can kind of see like this close-up. I actually got a couple close-ups here. I want to just show you guys like how powerful this lens I actually got is. It's like freaking 2 feet long, but you guys can see that they'll just feed into that guard so easily, and you'll be able to get these lines out. And as long as you know your process and you know what you're doing, as we bust down this fade, you're gonna see it all come together very easily. Now, one of the other things that's great about this compared to the wall half guard is the wall half guard is sort of like a curve. It's almost built like a sled. And you know, I'm always going on about how you got to keep your clipper flat. Well, that's what's so great about the Zero Guard is it's very clear where you're supposed to position it on the head. It's very easy to determine what flat is. So most of you guys, when you're struggling with your fades, you're struggling with your clipper cuts, a lot of it usually had to do with you're not holding your blades flat up against the head, because it's the only way to actually get the distance correct recommended by the manufacturer. So the manufacturers have set you up to succeed. All these guards will have some overlap when you're using your levers. It's 0, 1, 1 1/2, 2. And that's where the bulk of your work is going to be. However, you're going to love using the 3, the 4. If you guys are people who don't like doing clipper over comb, you can certainly get away with that. You guys know that I'm a big fan of doing clipper over comb. So the truth is, I rarely use a clipper guard over a number 4, unless somebody asks me to cut the top with like a 4, 5, 6, whatever. That's fine. But for the most part, I really don't do that. So the fact that there is no 7 and no 8 for me, I could care less. However, you know, I'm sure most of us have a couple 7s or 8s laying around from our wall sets that probably mostly just collect dust or take up space on your station. But if you're a barber and you're in the trenches and you're doing a lot of fade work, probably you're using 0 through a number 2. That's the bulk of what you're gonna be using. So what they're going to do is they're gonna release a couple different editions of these. This one is, I guess it would be like the chrome plated one, but they're supposed to release one that'll actually have colors on the front. So I'm actually looking forward to getting the one with the colors, because I just love looking down and seeing what color what is. Because if I was to say there was anything about this particular set that is a little difficult to work with, is, you know, if they're all silver, these are built so big and so nice, the 0 is kind of hard to tell apart from the 1. So once we get some colors on there, it's going to be a piece of cake. Beyond that, you could pretty much see exactly what you're doing. Maybe the 1 1/2 and the 2 are kind of similar too. So, you know, the only difference, the only real critique that I would have for this set would be that, you know, when the color plated ones come out, that's probably the one that I'll go to. However, you gotta admit, you know, I do kind of like the chrome. I think it makes it look cool. I think it looks good on camera. I think it's real reflective and cool to work with. And the other thing too is, like, I actually had a couple clients noticing like, hey dude, you got new clippers? And I was like, nah man, it's actually just a new guard, but they are new and they are really cool. So that's pretty much my take on this whole thing. You guys can see, I did a lot of haircuts with them just yesterday. And at first, my very first go around with them, I tried them out a little bit and I was bouncing back and forth between my walls and these, and I was just trying to make a good comparison because I'm a trench barber. Like, I'm working, I'm doing a lot of haircuts. I don't have time for things that are not working. So I'm trying to find like what is actually getting done faster. And little by little, I found myself picking up the wall guards less until I was pretty much only picking up the gamma guards. So, you know, I'm really using them, I'm really liking them. And the only other person in my shop that has tried them was Chad, and I left him with them for a little while, and he was actually really stoked. He was like the first one to come over to me, and he was like, yo, those feed hair so much nicer than the wall guards. And beyond that, they fit very easily, they're very secure. And the only other thing that I kind of want them to do with these is give us some type of holder or something to put them in. That way I don't have to like set them on my station, but in all reality, it's not really a big deal. I try to keep my station neat when I work, because you will be a lot faster if you're organized. If you're not hunting around for every little tool on your cluttered desk, you're not gonna be slowing down. You're gonna be able to just pick it up and put it right back in its designated spot. That's something that I'm really big on, and I really think it saves me some time. With that all being said, I just want to thank you guys for checking out another video. I really appreciate it. If you can, hit that thumbs up on your way out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell. And on Saturday, we're gonna get into these guards a little bit more. We'll be talking about baiting, talking about the process, and we're gonna have some fun. So if you guys wanna join us, 5 p.m. on Saturday. And also, there is like so much good to be said about these Gamma Unos. You guys know I give them out on Saturdays. Lately, I've been giving out some pairs of these Gamma Unos, so you guys can check them out. So if you want your chance to win, you want to be in the room live on Saturday night at 5 p.m. And if you don't win, don't worry, just use my code Eddie. You'll save 10% at checkout, and these are actually really reasonable, just like everything that Gamma gives you. They always over deliver. You get a lot more value with Gamma than you do with anybody else, and that's why I'm rocking with them. I really appreciate you guys for watching this video, man. Thank you for checking me out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. This is the YouTube Barber Academy. I'm Mr. Eddie Barber, and I'm out. Peace. This is Gamma's latest release and plugging their biggest hole in their arsenal. Okay, just make sure you get enough. You got enough water over there? She's thirsty. She's like a camel. Which, after doing some research, I've been working on this video all day. The biggest hole in their whole arsenal. Because if you